I was thinking about the Tower of Babel. I was thinking about it because last night I was on a webinar out of Singapore, and the speaker on the webinar was a man named Philip Ung. Philip Ung is one of the most wealthy men in the world, and he is a devout Christian. As he shared his faith, I was touched by the humility of this man who is wealthy and powerful, but yet realizes his great need of God. And he loves God, and he's given his whole life and all of his business to God. As he talked about our situation today in the global pandemic, he gave the Tower of Babel as a biblical anchor for us to be able to think about what God is doing in our time today. I thought about that because I've thought a lot about the Tower of Babel, and it's an interesting story. The Bible in Genesis 11 tells us that after the flood, when Noah's sons began to leave the ark, God spoke to them what he had said to humanity at the beginning: be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. And so it was God's plan for the descendants of Noah to fill the whole world, to spread out, to become different, to diversify in language and place and culture and skin color and all of those things, because God wanted the blessing of diversity for humanity. But at Babel, the people said, let's make a tower and a great city so that we may make a name for ourselves and not be scattered throughout the whole world. They opposed the plan of God. And so God opposed them. He came down and he frustrated their work by confusing their languages and putting an end to their project. They had decided that they would save themselves. They would make a name for themselves. They would build an empire, draw all the peoples of the world back to their city, where there would be one government, one economy, one culture, one language, one people. And who would be in charge? They would be in charge. In their arrogance, they opposed God. And some people have called that opposition a curse, but the Bible never does. The Bible never refers to the people of Babel as being cursed. As a matter of fact, the Bible tells us this: God opposes the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. At Babel, God humbled those proud people so that they could receive his grace. Here and now, we've all been humbled by the coronavirus pandemic. It has humbled the powerful governors and presidents of the world. It has humbled the business community and the economy. It has humbled the scientists who are used to being able to cure disease, but this one we can't cure yet. It's humbled everyone. It's caused the great and the mighty to be holed up in their homes as they wait for somebody to come along and save us from this. And someone will save us. God will save us. If in our humility we turn our hearts to God, we call out to God and we say, God, I can't save myself from this situation. I can't save myself from the problems that I've created in my own life. I am not enough in myself to prosper. I'm not enough to get through this. Help me. If you'll call out to God that way, God will hear you. He will come to you. He will give you his grace. You will begin to know God, and you will be better off than you've ever been before. Because a person who has God has everything. Why don't you call out to God right now? God, I humble myself. Give me your grace in Jesus' name. And he will.